Hey guys, working on the old MERS again. This is a 2002 Mercedes C240, and it has about a week ago developed the dreaded intermittent alarm where the lights flash but yet the siren doesn't go off. So I pulled the siren, which is located in the passenger's front fender well between the tire and the front of the passenger's door. You can access it if you turn the steering wheel all the way to the left. You can access it by taking out a few 10mm plastic nuts, a few bolts. There's 2 bolts, or a bolt and a nut underneath the car. So just follow the plastic down and you'll find out where to get to it. Once you do and you pull that plastic inner fender out of the way, there is a bracket. The bracket is bolted in through the cab under the carpet. You do not have to remove those bolts to remove the siren. It's held into the bracket by a Torx tamper resistant screw. So it's a Torx with a hole in the center of the bit. You can buy a set real cheap. I think O'Reilly's has them for like $6, and it's a whole set of all different Torx bits that are tamper resistant bits that includes Torx. Anyway, so that was the first thing I looked at when I pulled it out. Once you remove that screw, all you have to do is just bend the bracket slightly and the siren will come out. There's no need to rip your carpet up and everything, guys. Anyway, I found out that the 3 pins on the siren that are supposed to hook into the electrical connector, 2 of them were broken off. And so I took the siren apart. It's not real hard to do, but I took the siren apart, I soldered on 2 new pins and put it back together. Well, the siren worked, the lights worked, the alarm seemed to work for about 2 days. And then one day when I came home and parked it right here in this spot, it started going off. And the problem I was having was if I locked the doors, 10 seconds later the alarm would go off. If I didn't lock the doors, after, I don't know, a period of time, maybe a minute and a half or 2, the doors would automatically lock, and 10 seconds later the alarm would go off. So it was late, I was tired, it had been a long week, and so just to get the siren and the alarm to shut up, what I did was pulled, and sorry I've got this all loose, what I did was pulled the number 8 fuse. It's a 7.5 amp fuse. I pulled that fuse. That is for your auto locking, your door locks and everything. I went into the cab, turned off the central locking feature. I then opened all the doors, locked and shut the 2 passenger side doors and the driver's rear door. Well, you can't lock the driver's door with the knob. So I then shut that door and locked it with the valet key. Car has been sitting here for a day and a half, 2 days. It has not went off once. The siren has not went off once. I opened everything up. I've been working on it for a while. Alarm has not went off. So I know that's not an ideal fix because then your key fob remote does not work to open and lock and unlock your doors. But if you're in a situation where you are, at work or somewhere where it's in the middle of the night, it cannot be flashing and waking everybody up, which my neighbors are right next door. That's their bedroom, just 50 feet away. And plus I was just exhausted. It's a simple fix temporarily. Pull that 7.5 amp fuse. It's number 8. Back here in the trunk on the driver's side, and turn off your central locking, lock all the doors manually, and that's what fixed it for me. But now we're going after the alarm module. So I won't go into all the details, but you've got retainers all over back here that you pull. There's little rectangular ones, there's round ones, whatever whatever type it is, you just have to dig in there and pull out the center of them, and then they will come out, and they're all over this dude. But anyway, what I wanted to get to was the actual location of your alarm module. And it's back here attached to the SAM unit, but it is not a part of the SAM unit. There it is right there. It's on a bracket. Okay, it is fastened on that bracket, and it has a wire, a connector at the back. To get it off, what you need is a flat screwdriver. And sorry, I know it's dark in here. What you need is a flat screwdriver and a pick or something. If you feel underneath here, you will feel a metal bracket with a little dip-de-doo, whatever you want to call it. It's like a U upside down, or a regular side up U, right in the center. You take this, whatever your tool you're using, you slide it into that hole, and you may have to bend this up just a hair. Don't be afraid, it's just a little piece of metal bracket. You shove your tool in as hard as you can and push upward on the tool, and that you should hear it pop. And I may have to lay the phone down for a second to get it to do it. Okay, I'll be right back, guys. Okay, I did get it to pop. The awl was actually kind of binding it up. Once I pulled it out, it came loose. So your alarm module slides off. Okay, there's your wires hooked to it. You unplug those. Now you need to check to see how that, have to see how that locks in. No, it doesn't look like it locks in. Maybe I'm just not pulling hard enough. Put you down again. Yeah, that is a tight fit. As you can see, I believe there are several pins in there, but they're only using 3. The 3 on the one side. So what you want to look for is corrosion in this module. I'm going to unplug it and plug it a couple of times, put it back in, see if that makes any difference. I've seen these on eBay for anywhere from 11 to 35 bucks. Now I am not sure if these units, a used unit or a brand new unit, has to be reprogrammed to the car or not, so I'm not going to even lay claim to that one way or another. But I just mainly wanted to show you where it's located, how to get it out, because I've seen threads from several years ago, and people are asking the questions, and nobody's really answered them so far. One other thing I'm going to check, I don't know if you can see it, there is a ground lug back there that, let's see, has a lot of ground wires on it. I'm going to loosen that up, retighten it down, make sure we're getting a good ground, everything. It never hurts. A lot of weird intermittent problems, especially with your lights, flashing weird, or you hit the brake and one light goes out or whatever. A lot of those can be traced to ground problems. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. If this works, I'll come back and post a little follow-up at the end of this video. If it doesn't, I may come back and post that too. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Okay, guys, I'm back. I noticed that there was 2 very easy to open locking tabs on the side of this. So I thought, what the hell, I'm going to open it up, see what's inside. Maybe there's a battery in it like the siren. So there's what you see inside. This here, I thought, might have been a battery, a stack of batteries, battery pack, whatever. But I checked the 4 pins there in the center, and I'm not getting any voltage. So I think it may actually be a capacitor, and that's just a protective shield around it, because it's soldered in the shield, but it's soldered into what looks like the ground on this circuit board. So anyway, if you open one up, basically that's what you find. Well, guys, it's been an hour. I had the neighbors come over for a little bit. we've been in and out of the car. I've started it. I've tested all the door locks, the AC, the stereo. Everything seems to work without that alarm module. So I really don't need that stupid thing anyway. If all it's going to do is go off in the middle of the night or while I'm at work and annoy everybody. So for now, I think I'm just going to leave everything loose in the trunk. You know, kind of put it back in place, but not really reinstall it all. See what happens, and I will try to delve further into the question, do we have to synchronize a used or new module, what that entails. If we don't, and it can just be installed and everything's good, I may purchase one. But you know, the door locks, everything work. I really don't see the point. So hope that helped you guys out as far as location, you know, what to do in a jam to turn your alarm off and everything. Thanks for watching.